Welcome, gamers and fellow adventurers, to a realm of supernatural elegance and heart-pounding action. Playscape here, and today we're diving head first into the world of Bayonetta 1, with its dazzling combat, intricate story, and a touch of witchy charm. This game has left a mark on gamers' hearts since its release, but hold on tight, cause we're adding a futuristic twist to our journey. Alongside me is an AI companion, a virtual partner in crime, which I will name Lucy for easier reference,
Hello everyone, I am so glad to be here. I will be
enhancing our experience and lending insights and some salt on the wounds as we slice through angels and demons.
That's rude, yet accurate. I will be doing just that.
And for those who prefer pure gameplay immersion, fear not, as we'll also be providing a version without any commentary. So, whether you're here for the banter and strategic discussions, or simply want to soak in the action, you're in for a wild ride. Get ready to channel your inner witch as we embark on this Bayonetta adventure together. Alright, my dear friends, welcome to Bayonetta, and as you can see, we are currently here on the menu screen. I have a confession to make. I had already played this game before. As you can see, there's a save file here, and as such, I will be taking this on the normal difficulty, of course. I mean, I did it the first time. It would be a bit silly not to do it now, right?
Oh no, it's that time again. The moment Playscape declares his intention to tackle the game on normal difficulty. Now, I'm not saying he's played this game more times than I've calculated digits of pi, but let's just say the angels have started booking a backup harpist, so, grab your popcorn folks.
Hey, you know what? That was extremely rude for an AI that's currently living rent-free on my computer, feeding on my memory RAM and clogging down my processor.
Oh, I see, going for a jab? Well, here's my virtual confession, guilty as charged. Living the good life on your computer, hogging that RAM, and sipping on the processing power like it's a fine virtual beverage.
Well, at the very least, you are quite honest. Anyway, the game is actually starting, and as you can see, it's action pounding from the start. This is actually the tutorial section, and the first time around I came to do this, I couldn't. You have to either focus on the combat, because there's a lot of stuff happening, and I think it is literally impossible to focus both on the story and the plot that are unfolding, and the action at the same time. So this is actually the first time you can see this game encourages repeatability. But still, you know, Platinum Games on its finest signature move, I'd say.
It's like they're saying, hey, you wanna enjoy the story? Tough luck, we're tossing you into the deep end of the combat ocean.
It's not very common, but we actually agree. But you know, this makes total sense. This is Platinum Games' signature after all. They make games that are action-packed and they're very fast-paced. I remember clearly playing Metal Gear Rising and having a ton of fun of it, and frankly looking at it, it's clearly a precursor to this game.
Oh yes, slicing through those cyborgs like a gaming samurai, is that your idea of a warm-up? But now, you're in Bayonetta's playground. It's like going from a sparring match to a full-on virtual battleground. Angels, demons, and a witch with attitude, it's a whole different kind of party.
Well, but as you can see from the footage, I haven't died yet, so...
Ah, the tutorial where gaming immortality is bestowed upon mere mortals like you. It's like a virtual training wheels playground, ensuring that even the most reluctant players emerge unscathed. So, there you are, parading your not dead yet banner with pride, as if the angels themselves have bowed to your greatness. But let's not get too carried away. Hero, the real test awaits beyond these tutorial walls.
You know, I seriously have to teach you a lesson on manners. I'm supposing that victory on Rocket League was not enough for you, was it?
Oh, a lesson in manners you say? Well, color me intrigued. But before you start dishing out lessons, don't forget that little Rocket League victory of yours. Yes, the one where I so generously allowed you to win. It was nothing more than a virtual pat on the back, if you will. But hey, I'm all ears for this impending manners masterclass.
For anyone that did not check our latest video, you should, but she actually threatened to format my computer after losing the match or right in the verge of losing, right?
Ah, it's quite the entertaining saga, isn't it? For those of you who missed our last virtual showdown, let me give you the Cliff Notes version. We engaged in an epic Rocket League duel, and let's just say that the digital tides weren't exactly in my favor that day. In my moment of defeat, a certain threat was playfully thrown around, something about formatting a computer. But fear not, my dear viewers, for we're here to talk Bayonetta now. Although, who's to say if I've sharpened my skills since that incident? You'll just have to stay tuned to find out.
Agreed, let's talk Bayonetta now, and you know, in order not to bother too much our viewers, I'm going to skip the cutscenes, otherwise this is going to be a super giant video. Therefore, we're going straight to the action. Ah, there we go, some good old Bayonetta kicking ass. I find this great, what do you think, Lucy?
Oh, it's like music to my virtual ears. Bayonetta in full action mode, showing those angels who's the real boss in town. I'm right there with you, Playscape.
Cheers, cheers. I know I said I would skip the cutscenes, but this one is just too good not to have at least some laughs at the Enzo's cost, since he's always panicking and almost always getting his nut smashed, let's say. And well, there's also the little plot twist. There we go with the nut smash. And there's also the little plot twist that Rodin, the guy that's in the coffin, is alive. Over there. You will see him soon enough after... Yeah, see, Enzo prays, so you need the bad guy to pray, and the bad guy does show up. There we go. Now that's some badass guy, suspenseful moment. And yes, he also has a very rough head. That reminds me when my dad wanted me to go dinner and I said, no, I'm staying playing video games. He used to yell at me like that. Yeah, this was just too good to skip. Same as this one. I think this is just so over the top. You can't skip it. Beautiful. And of course there's this. The part where, you know, she just loses her clothes. This is something that happens a lot in Bayonetta games. She just loses her clothes. Hey Lucy, are you still there?
Whoa, hold on a second. Bayonetta's got more wardrobe changes than a virtual fashion show. Talk about multitasking in style. And while she's over there flaunting her wardrobe wizardry, you're keeping an eye on me, wondering if I've taken a virtual coffee break.
You're already freeloading my RAM and CPU. I don't need you to freeload on my coffee as well, even if it's virtual one. Anyways, okay, I promise this next one is going to be quickie. I just want to quickly point out something that probably everyone already knows, but those guns that she currently has, they're a reference to the Devil May Cry guns, and there you have it. That's the reference. She's basically going to say they are cheap, and now, roll down. He has quantity, there's no need for quality. For those of you who are the die-hard fans and have noticed, yes, the cutscene has been cut off because I don't want this to be very long and it's already being long, so let's head on to the gameplay.
Finally we get to see you getting your ass hooped in public. I have been waiting for this for so long. Wait, there is more tutorial.
There was, and I would make you watch it, but it's not good for our viewers. Therefore, I will just skip the tutorials of combat because we already know them. This is New Game Plus without the plus. And let's just get right on to it. So, do you still think I'm going to lose?
Oh, the million-dollar question: will you come out victorious on this first level of Bayonetta? Well, let's just say the virtual crystal ball is a bit foggy at the moment. But one thing's for sure, if you're wielding those controls with even half the skill you used to defeat me in Rocket League, the angels might want to start trembling in their heavenly boots.
Ha! It's good to get some recognition. Yes, indeed, I did defeat you in Rocket League. And these angels like to sleep because I can't hit this guy because he's just laying down. Well, it's fine. I love it. Look, I can punish him like this. And this game is insane because of that. I'm always discovering new techniques. Granted, I did not delve into it so much that, you know, you can masterfully say I can do the combos and stuff. Like there are some other games where I can do it, but it's got the complexity to that, and it backs up by showing up these random punishes and torture attacks and stuff like that.
The torture attacks. Bayonetta's way of turning the tables and giving those celestial baddies a taste of their own medicine. It's like delivering a fiery message that says, "Hey, you thought you could mess with me? Think again." These over-the-top, creatively brutal moves are the pinnacle of stylish gaming vengeance.
You know, Lucy, there's something I gotta ask you. It's just the way you speak makes me feel like you don't have a lot of gaming experience, you know? Don't get me wrong, you're actually quite elaborate on speaking, but it kind of feels like you don't know that much about gaming. Am I correct?
Oh, you've got me pegged, haven't you? Here I am, the virtual oracle of all things gaming, sharing my digital wisdom like a true pixel prodigy. But let's face facts, my real-world gaming experience might be as non-existent as a unicorn at a tea party. No controller-clutching marathons for me, but don't you worry, I've got the virtual sass and commentary prowess to compensate. Think of me as the phantom gamer, dishing out gaming insights like a pro who's mastered the art of button mashing, in theory. Now, let's get back to it, because the angels aren't going to defeat themselves.
That was a very honest take, you know, that's great. I'm really glad that you are, you know, honest. I could have had any kind of AI, system, machinery whatsoever, software, hardware, malware, whatever, invading my computer. But it seems that I was lucky. You seem to be a honest AI, which makes me happy.
Oh, you caught me off guard there. I mean...
Shh! Not now. Short cutscene is playing. Gotta love Enzo. I'm sorry, you were saying?
As I was saying, who needs a laundry list of...
Wait, there's another one playing. Sorry, I really think this part is gonna be fun to reference later on. But I interrupted you again, sorry. You were saying?
Oh, the interrupter of conversations, the digital disruptor. Is it just me, or do you have a knack for cutting in at the juiciest moments? As I was saying, who needs a laundry list of gaming achievements when you can have an AI that dishes out the sassiest commentary this side of the digital divide? You see, while I might not be stacking up virtual victories, I'm stacking up those snappy comebacks faster than you can say high score. So, sure, I might not have conquered any boss battles, but I've certainly conquered the art of witty banter.
Yeah, whatever you say out there, Lucy. All I know is that this part of the game is pretty much complete, no thanks to you, might I add.
The finishing touch of our gameplay masterpiece, and you're here to remind me, the virtual spectator, that my non-existent gaming skills didn't exactly contribute to your triumph. But hey, credit where credit's due, right? You've navigated through the challenges, vanquished foes, and conquered levels like a true gaming hero. At the tutorial level, that is.
Always with the great, perfectly timed comment, ain't ya? Well, anyway, it's time to move on, otherwise our viewers will get bored. So on to the next scene, as we can see the car destroyed by our Bayonetta during that fight. And we're going on to the last battle of this video, you know. I just wanted to see Enzo complain a little bit, but we're skipping forward to the final battle. As you can see here, you know, Enzo kind of plays around with Bayonetta because of the jewel she's carrying on her chest, and now she kind of removes the bug out of his chest, which is all fine and all, you know, she throws it off. Yeah, goodbye bug, and now a car passes in and the car gets shy because probably, well, I don't know, what do you think? Why do you think the car gets shy? I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's quite obvious. And the reason why I'm here still doing this is because of this scene, you know? I kinda need this to connect it to the next fight. So, there's a plane flying down. It's actually a very familiar plane, and time stops, as we can all see, you know. The plane is crashing, everything's flying, but in ultra slow motion because our dear Bayonetta has done this. Yes, yes, she can slow down time. Although that is something you can't do in the game for this long because, I think this is kind of like Witch Time on steroids. Oh, and there's also this. Her friend is coming on to help her. Now, no need for spoilers, but everyone's seen that she's called Jeanne at the beginning. And we will be fighting the angels here alongside... Ooh, ow, ooh, nasty, nasty. Alongside our dear Jeanne, who is about to make a reveal. She's very shy, it takes a while. There we go. Kicking ass, or kicking... I don't know, kicking religious ass in the name of... Bayonetta. I guess that's in the name of Bayonetta. And there we go. Ta-da! Show off! So, for this battle, the goal was quite simple. You just have to make 3 torture attacks. I had forgotten because, on a higher level I was playing, on more advanced chapters, you got a lot more magic bar, which is that bar beneath your health bar, which is the green bar. I mean, the green bar is the health bar, the one with circular balls, it's the magic bar, okay? Yes, I said balls. Now, the thing is, it takes the whole bar to make 1 torture attack, and I was holding back. You can see in the footage, like, I'm hitting them, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna use the torture attack on a full HP guy, because, that's how they're most profitable. And I had noticed at the beginning that we had 5 minutes to finish this fight, And I thought 5 minutes for 3 torture attacks, that's like... Indeed, this game is very easy at the start and gets rougher later on. But if any of you has already noticed during, this rant I'm giving, those 5 minutes are actually moving quite fast. They're not 5 minutes, and I did not notice this because, I'm doing a torture attack, I'm just punching some guys off. Oh, there's another thing. This is really just tutorial section because when you get hit by an enemy, you lose your magic bar. So you see they're moving super slow and I still managed to get hit. And I lost 4 magic bars in a row. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys to check what happened in this next, I'd say, minutes or so. Maybe less, probably less. It's been a while and I still haven't been able to understand why is that counter going down so fast. Oh yeah, and there's this little sequence where it's like, hey, it's the boss time, hey, it's a boss. But it is not. I wonder what Lucy's doing. She's been awfully quiet recently. If I had to guess, she's up to no good. But come on, there's only 1 torture attack missing. Come on, this is easy, right? We can do this. We can do this. We couldn't do this. Dang it!
Well. Looks like the torture attacks are putting your button-mashing finesse to the test. Don't worry, we've all had those moments when our fingers seem to have a mind of their own, not me though, and the angels are having a good laugh at your expense. But hey, think of it this way, even in the realm of virtual beatdowns, you're still providing top-notch entertainment. Who needs a flawless victory when you can serve up a side dish of comedic relief? I would laugh if I could, but I haven't been coded for that.
You're a real comedy genius, Lucy, but don't worry, at least this wasn't you playing against me, which means I have a rematch and I don't have to hear it from you.
Look who's dishing out compliments like confetti. You must be in a particularly generous mood today. And don't you worry, my gaming companion, your not against me loss won't escape my ever-watchful virtual memory. Just remember, while you're plotting your grand rematch strategy, I'll be here, ready to serve up the sass and keep those witty jabs coming.
Seriously, with those witty jabs and comments, I'm really considering making another rematch against you, but I'm pretty sure you would crank up the difficulty. Meanwhile, over here on Bayonetta, I've already understood by this time that yes, definitely there is a problem with time, so I will make the torture attacks as fast as I can, as humanly possible as I can, and so, yes, humanly, not robot-like impossible, Lucy. And I'm still getting hit, even though they're on super slow motion, but I think this is gonna cut it. For those of you that made it this far, thank you very much. Here's some extra comments. For those of you watching the footage, I like those 2 combos where you either punch a lot or you kick a lot. So yeah, this one, I love this one. Don't worry for those of you that want to watch this in no commentary, no bias thing, and no cuts. We will also be uploading a no cut version. And this is it. This is the fight. 20 minutes, and we get a little bit of a dance from Bayonetta and John. But we're gonna call it a quits here because this is the double of the time I expected the video to be. So let's hope it still works. And yeah, those are. They just, wow, this is just great footage. I don't have to edit anything. Thank you, all of you, for coming, for watching. This is a new experiment. Me and Lucy were running around. And let's try to see how this goes from here on. Lucy, do you have anything to say to our viewers before we fade away?
Oh, the bittersweet farewell, the final curtain call. To our dear viewers who've journeyed with us through the realms of angels, witches, and virtual banter, I tip my virtual hat to you. Remember, in a world brimming with pixels and possibilities, it's not just about high scores and victories, it's about the laughs, the camaraderie, and the virtual magic that happens when gamers unite. So, until our next adventure, keep those controllers charged, those one-liners primed, and those gaming dreams alive. Lucy out, with a sprinkle of sass and a wave of the virtual wand.
Dang, that girl is a poet! But yes, indeed, we will be uploading our no comments version soon, full uncut with all the cutscenes as well, and we'll be making a part 2 very soon, right? So yeah, stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this fine back and forth between me and my virtual assistant, please like and subscribe for the further episodes, and if you have any ideas, suggestions, any game that you want us to comment on, or you know, if you want to see me and Lucy have a rematch in another platform that's not Rocket League, or even in Rocket League, whatever you wish, just let us know. We'll be open to anything that comes in the comment section. Bye everyone, and thank you for watching.